Hello everybody, this is your boy Mighty King back here with another video. Today we're doing what deku had Pikachu's powers. Now this is gonna be a little bit difficult for me because I actually have to change not change, but I have to figure out a way to implant all of Pikachu's powers and then make them actually powers for my hero. So I'm gonna actually give I won't give Zuko a tail. So basically for Iron Tail, I'm gonna actually make Zuko be able to will make his arm and whatever he has on his left arm. From what I'm looking at, left arm metal, so it actually works better. Also, quick attack, basically it's just speed. Right? Thunderball or I forgot this. It's a fun, yeah, lightning ball, a thunderball. Thunderball will probably be like Azuku can actually make it in his hand. Then lightning is just lightning. Evolve, I'll figure out later. So yeah, let's get right into the video. So basically, the best way to give Izuku all these powers is to probably, fix up my guy's heritage, right? So Izuku's father has a lightning quirk, while Izuku's father's father has a lightning quirk, and Izuku's father's mom, basically his grandma on his father's side, has an iron move, basically. It's like Greed's powers from Full Metal Alchemist, where he can actually make a specific part of his body metal or titanium or black steel. Let's see, then Zuko's mom will give her the quick attack move. And then, yeah, that's it. Evolve, I said, I don't know. So let's say her father's quirk was unknown until I figure it out. That's fair. So when Izuku was born, he was cute and also had yellow hair, surprisingly, even though the family had green hair. Because because the grandma and grandpa had yellow hair. So, yeah. Now, of course, growing up, Izuku would realize, or Izuku's parents would realize, that he had a multitude of quirks thanks to their heritage. And when when Izuku was 5 years old, they went to a quirk doctor to see how many quirks Izuku could have. And the doctor said, well, he has one quirk that has different quirks in him, basically. Izuku's main power is electricity. Then it's iron, which only goes to one part of the body and whatever he's touching. And then super speed, basically. Or quick attack. Those are the powers that Izuku can use now. And there's a secret power, which is unknown, which could possibly be evolved, or whatever power I find out. Like Thunder Punch. You know? So yeah, Izuku, of course, would train when he was 5, and a lot of people would like Izuku, and Izuku would be best friends with Kachan. Growing up together, they would be in parties together, they would have barbecues together, and overall, their family would be like one big family. Now, Zuko, of course, would be Bakugo's rival. Fair rivals. They didn't hate each other, nor did they love each other. They just wanted to see who could be number one. So yeah, when they were 14 years old, it was the last day of school, and the teacher went around and read where everyone's going after the summer. Now he says, Zuko Midoriya, you're going to, UA. Smart choice. With your various abilities, I bet UA would allow you in. And then he sees Bakugo and says, Bakugo, you also want to go UA. Well, with your personality and your powerful quirk, I am pretty sure they will accept you also. I wish both of you the best of luck. Then everyone turns around and says, yeah, we also wish you the best of luck, Izuku. And some people even say Bakugo. So, yeah. After that, actually, give me a second. Okay, we're back. Sorry. So, of course, after the 10-month, after that, they, of course, leave the school and they go to the underpass together. And as they're going, the sludge monster does appear and actually Izuku is able to dodge back thanks to his speed. Bakugo, though, does get trapped. While Bakugo's trapped, he uses his explosions thanks to the help of Izuku distracting the monster, and they both simultaneously destroy the monster, splatting it everywhere. Then Izuku grabs some bottles and then picks it up and puts it in different jars so then it doesn't collect back together and go back to its full size. Then, of course, they give it to the police, and after a bit, All Might does appear to the police saying, oh, good job, I was looking for him. What are your names? And Izuku says, oh, my name is Izuku Midoriya, and this is... I forget Kachan's last name. Bakugo, I forget his last name. Whatever, last name, right? And after that, well, they leave. All Might, of course, goes back to his normal form, which the police officers already know it, so they're fine. They, of course, bring All Might to the resting room, and All Might charges up and rests. Of course, All Might does need to find a successor, and he thinks about Azuku and Bakugo, how Azuku could be a good successor, but he does see Bakugo, because Bakugo with the explosions is allowing him to be offense and defense at the same time, and movement. So yeah, after he recharges, he goes to his buff form to pursue and find Bakugo. And after a while, he does find Bakugo at his house. He asks Bakugo's mom if he can take Bakugo, and Bakugo's mom thought that he was in trouble, so he's like, "Sure, sir." And after that, Bakugo gets talked to, and Bakugo is now the new user of One for All. After that, Bakugo would tell Izuku, and Izuku would be very proud of Bakugo, saying how, well, I guess he has to be the number one hero. And Bakugo's like, yes, I guess you lose. And Izuku's like, no, because if I become the number one hero before you, then I win. And he says, I'm going to train twice as hard now. And Bakugo's like, no, I will. As then Bakugo leaves the house, and so does Izuku. So for 10 months, after 10 months, the beach is completely cleared. Because Bakugo, All Might, and Izuku were all cleaning it up at different time periods. Bakugo, of course, is significantly stronger than Izuku was when he had All For One at that time. Of course, Izuku's also stronger, and he's actually able to last the Iron Tails for longer than, let's say, 20 seconds, right? And his speed has grown, and he's working on using lightning. He wants to make a lightning move where, basically, say he's trapped in a sludge monster again. He can just, take away all the lightning out of his body and make it into kind of a, like, concentrated electric shock like Pikachu actually does. Because Zuko's just using his hands to shoot lightning, right? But I want his entire body to be able to shoot it. So yeah, after 10 months, they go to UA entry exams, and everything happens the exact same. And after Ida insults the school, Zuko and Bakugo both look at Ida, and Zuko's the first one to speak. Zuko says, well, if you actually let him finish, Ida, then you would probably find the answer to your question. Sometimes I question why everyone is so quick to talk. A teacher can answer all your questions as long as you let him answer. And then he looks at Bakugo, and Bakugo says, yeah, what he said. Actually, you say you're all brains, right? But where's the logic in not letting a teacher finish? You were probably ready to continue. Am I wrong? And of course, Ida's like, well, yeah. And he's like, what was that? Speak up? And of course, Ida's like, yeah, I was ready to continue. And he's like, that's what I thought. Now, if you excuse me and my good friend over here, we're gonna go chill in the back. And then they walk to the back. The class is stunned, everyone there is completely stunned. Ida is kind of embarrassed, and President Mike thanks the two children as they walk away. After a bit, President Mike finishes, and he puts everyone in their sections. Zuko and Bakugo are actually opposite sides. So yeah, it starts, and Zuko and Bakugo go off. Now, Zuko, actually using his speed, helps other kids and gains some help points, while Bakugo does the same. Bakugo, though, is quicker, because Zuko only has electricity moves which shut down the robots. Then he uses his wooden sword and sometimes his iron tails to basically cut it, since Izuku cannot make any electricity balls or thunder balls yet. So of course, though, he still is there. He's still good. Now after 30 minutes of this, Izuku is actually in second place with Bakugo at 120, while Izuku's at only 115. He's 5 points behind. And 30 more minutes go by, and it's 200, and it's 190, God. And of course, they're running back because people say it's over. And, they're about to go into, let's say, there's like a giant red box where if you pass that box, you are no longer in, right? And Izuku and Bakugo are about to touch it. And then Izuku hears someone say, help! And Izuku's like, Bakugo. And Bakugo's like, yeah, what? And it's like, did you not hear that? He's like, yeah, I did, but, she's probably fine. And he's like, bro, we need help. And then he looks at All Might, and All Might says, he nods his head, and Bakugo says, fine. And they go off. Of course, Bakugo then sees a giant robot that's about to punch down on Uraraka's face, who is probably injured. Izuku sees that the rock is on her leg, which the leg's probably broken. He looks at Bako and saying, okay, you use your you-know-what to destroy the robot, while I use my speed and Iron Tail move to save the girl. And of course, Bako agrees, saying, okay, we'll see who's faster. And then he blitzes off, and Izuku also blitzes off. Izuku, puts on Iron Tails and slices the rock in half. As then he picks up the rock and throws it aside. As then he picks up the girl using his quick attack or enhanced speed. He blitzes off, making sure the girl's fine, dodging rubble that is coming off of the robot because Bakugo's being a little bit too intense, let's say. Now, of course, Bakugo actually is getting hurt from this a bit, since he doesn't have the full grasp of the power. I just said that he's stronger than Izuku when he started. I never said that he's significantly, stronger than Izuku is at this point in time. So, of course, Izuku, after putting the girl down and the girl going to the nurse's office, Izuku then runs over and says, hey, Bakugo, need my help? And Bakugo's like, yeah, fine. As in, Bakugo goes down, grabs Izuku, and flings him up. Izuku then says, well, time to see if my new discharge move works. As then Izuku goes right next to the robot and discharges all the lightning. The lightning sparks off Izuku's body, basically shutting down the robot. As then Izuku faints from all the electricity out of his body. As then Bakugo catches him and then the robot falls down. And Gotcha makes a giant explosion, cutting the robot, making a giant hole in it. As in the robot falls over Kachan, but thanks to the hole he made, it's perfectly fine. Kachan then brings Izuku to the nurse, and Izuku says, damn it, who has more points? And Kachan's like, oh, the last time I checked, I was in first. Izuku's like, damn it, it doesn't matter. Is the girl safe? And Bakugo's like, yeah, he's safe. You did good, bro. And Izuku's like, yeah, you did too. And All Might comes in and congratulates the heroes and, of course, scolds them. And yeah, that's it. If you do enjoy the video, then like and subscribe. Catch y'all in the next video. Bye!